We've also got some sad news here. I reported on this on the random show the other day. I did report on this on the random show the other day, but this is incredibly sad news about my idol, my king, my lord, my savior, my North Star, Elon Musk, and has been named in the latest Epstein files release. Well, Elon Musk and Prince Andrews, but Elon Musk has been named in the latest Epstein files release. Fucking wild, isn't it? Absolutely wild. That after all of that fucking, back and forth, after all that drama online, after Elon accusing Trump of being on the Epstein list, and that's the reason why he's not releasing it, almost implying like Trump is a PDF and a sex trafficker and all this malarkey. It turns out Elon's one on the list. Trump's name so far hasn't come on the list. We've seen Trump's name on the birthday card. We've seen Trump's name on the notes, but we so far haven't seen Trump's name on the list. Yeah, so the person that he's pointing the finger at isn't on there, but he's on there. This kind of goes to show sometimes you shouldn't point a finger. Or what's that Bible quote about? Don't, take out the log from your eye before you point out on somebody else's eye on shit. And obviously the don't throw stones at glass houses type of thing. I'm going to end with the cliches and stuff there. But still, this is fucking heartbreaking. Heartbreaking news. Just for the sake of correction, Elon has categorically denied that this is true. He gave the impression on Twitter that he thinks this is like irresponsible reporting. He says in his defense, he was saying that, what did he say? He said that Epstein inquired to get him to meet him, but in the end, Elon didn't. So he said that he wanted me to meet him, but I didn't meet him. He kind of refused, which I don't think that, I don't know what that means, what that says, if you're on his radar in that way. I don't think somebody puts you down for a prospective meet without maybe first contacting you, because he's trying to make it seem like Epstein was the one that wanted to meet him, right? Jeffrey Epstein wanted to meet him. He turned him down. But I don't think you write somebody's name down in the calendar on a particular date because you're hoping they meet you. You write their name on a calendar on a particular date because you've agreed that you're going to meet on that particular date, or you've maybe have a tentative agreement. So I don't believe his version of events. Either way, it's pretty damning, pretty damning. And, again, just goes to show you this Jeffrey Epstein thing, man, like, it's never going away, innit? It really is never going away. And the reality of it is that so many high-ranking people are implicated in this. So many high-ranking people are implicated in this, really, if you think about it. It seems like he had these tentacles in every part of society, in every part of business, in every part of culture. And, yeah, man, people are scared, which again makes you believe the conspiracy theory is that he definitely was murdered, because the amount of people that would rather not have their name associated with him, you think have all the reason, have all the motive to not want him to be around, not that they did it, but you know what I mean. Let's read the article here. It says, Coach of Sky News, Elon Musk has appeared in the files related to Jeffrey Epstein, with a reference made in the two words in the world's richest man potentially visiting the pedophile island. The Duke of York is also named as a passenger on the sex offender's private jet in documents released by Democrats in the House of Oversight Committee in the US. By the way, you have to be a little bit pissed, right? You have to be a little bit pissed. You have to be a little bit pissed if you're, what's his face? If you're Elon, because Elon just reunited or just got caught again with Trump at Charlie Kirk's memorial. And you would have thought you back in the good graces, but then boom, they dropped this, It almost feels like they did it on purpose to kind of remind you where you're at, type of thing. But yeah, kind of a crazy situation. Let's continue and read on here. They showed Musk as a potential visitor to the Epstein Island, Little St. James, on the 6th of December 2014, 6 years after Epstein became listed as a sex offender. His name appears on what appears to be Epstein's daily schedule, with the entry reading, reminder, Elon to Island, December 6th. Is this still happening? So again, that doesn't sound like somebody that just randomly wanted to meet you. That sounds like somebody that had an agreement to meet you. Obviously it changed, but I think Elon is maybe lying about how his name appeared on that list. I'm not going to lie. But you can understand why, by the way. You can understand why he's lying, but I think there's a lie there. Musk issued a broad denial on Friday as he responded to another account post on the subject saying this is false, without elaborating. No, I think he did elaborate. I'm pretty sure he did elaborate. Yeah, there we go. Here's his reply. Shame on Sky News for utterly misleading headline. Anyone pushing this false narrative deserves complete contempt. Epstein tried to get me to go to his island, and I refused, all caps. Yet they named me even before Prince Andrew, who did visit. That's a good point, to be fair. And Prince Andrew did visit, and his name is second, but Elon's name is first, who didn't visit. And then there's a correction here, courtesy of X. It says context needed. With both names appears, the circumstances are vastly different. Elon's names appeared in possible schedule items and question only. Prince Andrew appears on Epstein's flight logs and settled a related civil case regarding sexual misconduct. By the way, only a royal, innit? Only somebody with the money and the name recognition of a Prince Andrew could settle a case of pedophile, of PDF acts, innit? Or something relating to sexual exploitation, harassment and shit, with no prison time. It's absolutely incredible how he's not in prison, bro. You know? Prince Andrew's link to Epstein and all the dirty shit he was doing is fairly obvious. It's fairly clear to see. But for some reason, Prince Andrew is still walking around this earth now. He's still walking around as a free man. No consequences whatsoever. Pretty wild when you think about it. Anyway, go back to the article. In June, Musk claimed that Donald Trump appeared in the files relating to the disgraced financier and alleged his administration was concealing the information about the US president's association with Epstein. Imagine, look at the karma, man. Look at the karma. You accuse somebody else and then your name is actually on the list. Or as a potential guest, let's say. He gave no evidence for the claim, which made on X and later appeared to have deleted the post. Sky News has approached Musk for comment. And there's obviously the famous clip of Trump and Epstein back in the day. Documents show Prince Andrew is listed as a passenger on the flight from Teterboro, New Jersey to Palm Beach on 12th of May 2000. He's named alongside Epstein, his then girlfriend Ghislaine Maxwell, who is now convicted sex trafficker, and two names that have been redacted. Why did they redact those two names? Why did they redact those two names? Why are those two names redacted? Honestly, the Epstein list, we're never going to get it in full, innit? We're always going to get redacted partial files. We're never going to get that shit in full ever. There's just too many powerful people implicated in this. They're never going to release it. There's Prince Andrew. Again, how is he still alive? How is he not alive, but how is he still a free man? How is he still a free man? It's utterly preposterous, isn't it? This guy is pretty, you know, there's strong evidence to suggest that he'd done some crazy shit. And he's still out here free. Details of the Dukes traveling on Epstein's jet have previously been heard in court at Maxwell's trial. One of her accusers, who was 14 at the time, called that she had traveled on a flight with Andrew. The Duke strenuously denies any wrongdoing. In addition, Musk and the Duke, the records also show he was in contact with Microsoft co-founder Bill Gates, PayPal founder Peter Thiel, and Steve Bannon, who was Trump's chief strategist during his first term. So yeah, that now we know why you know, Bill Gates' wife divorced him. I think most people know that most likely she heard, you know, whatever came up. Maybe she knows more than what we know about Bill Gates' connection with Jeffrey Epstein, and she just couldn't do it anymore. And now she's made it her mission to give away as much of the money that she made with Bill Gates as possible. That's how much it's kind of stained. You know what I mean? So imagine what she must know, because I feel like every time I see her name, I think it's Melinda Gates. Whenever she's in the news, she's giving away hundreds of millions of fucking dollars. It must be that she just feels that the money is tainted and at least should go to people that actually need it as opposed to her. And here's some of the flight logs you can see there. Epstein's name, two names obviously redacted, bodyguard, and then you've got here on the list, the Saturday is 6th of December. It says Zorro, and it says it right there. Gregory Riches, and it also says Elon Musk on Island December 6th. Fucking hell. Crazy situation, isn't it? Lunch here with Peter Thiel on November 27, 2017. But and they redacted someone's name here. Imagine how powerful you have to be to get your name redacted, man. Imagine how powerful, how rich you'd have to be to get your name redacted from an Epstein list. You have to have some money behind you, man, some power behind you to get your name redacted in full. The names of the victims' records are redacted, and the committee said it plans to release more files once they are redacted as well. The release comes days after the email surfaced from Sarah, Duchess of York, to Epstein, in which she apologized to him for disowning him in the media. In the letter, the Duchess, Prince Andrew's ex-wife, called the sex offender a supreme friend. Jesus Christ. Duchess of York, man. Horrendous lady. Her spokesperson said the message was written because she was threatened to sue her for defamation. Yeah, sure. The emergence of the email led to Duchess being dropped by the number of charities she had been patron of good. Earlier this month, Peter Mandelson, the British ambassador for the US, was sacked by Keir Starmer after it was discovered that he had also sent messages to Epstein, calling him my best pal, after he was jailed. After he was jailed, by the way. After he was jailed waiting sex trafficking charges. Epstein was found dead in his cell at federal jail in Manhattan on August 2019, sorry. So yeah, Elon. Elon. You know, I'm a big fan of the guy, but it's looking kind of dicey. It's looking kind of dicey. Ah.